What's going on, y'all? It's your boy E, aka Echo the Light from Twitter, man. Just wanted to let y'all know Civil War was a success all around. As far as the venue, fire venue, spacious, comfortable, everything. AC, very important. All the battles gave a maximum effort. I wasn't disappointed with one battler that took that stage this weekend. They most definitely showed they prepared to move into the next level of their careers as far as that big stage go for sure. Yeah, you're not tuned in to Good Morning Battle Rap. But your boy Les, powered by Top Tier Podcast, man. Your Les good looking, brother.
What up, though? Lad chill with me. Wake y'all asses up. If I'm up, y'all better be up right now. Good morning, Battle Rap. Good morning, Battle Rap world. Busy weekend for the likes of myself and others. You just heard it. That was my brother E. Follow him. His socials was listed right there. Dope person to get a recap from. He was in the building for Civil War URL in North Carolina. And he's someone who does a thorough job of the recaps in a way where it's just, here's the battles coming up. Here's the end result. Here's who I felt won. This is the next battle coming up. He ain't giving away no bars. He ain't tweeting in between the rounds. It's a really good person to follow. If you don't want nobody to kind of spoil shit for you or like to kind of tweet out bars that, may not do the battler justice when you hear it. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to E for that, and he was my reporter. He giving you guys an in the building feel on what happened and all that good stuff. So yeah, and for those who don't know, I still got the car. This is what it looked like. It was T Top versus Mike P, Boso versus Twerk, Av versus Sick, the tag team of Swamp and Ace Amin versus Danny and Tink. You also had Lou Castro, Jack Boy Maine, 1-on-1. You had Ryder versus Don Marino, Jada Nightwing versus Kid Chaos. And it was, I heard, by all accounts, it was a good night. He wasn't the only online, in the building person there. I believe you had Let's Talk Battle Rap was there. Jade, follow her on Jade Reviews thing. She does a good job. So you had a whole bunch of people in the field doing it, man, and just giving their opinions on these battles. So Summer Madness, it sounds like you guys got a lot. If you want Summer Madness, it sounds like you got a lot to live up to, because Civil War, by all accounts, was a big major success. From the clips I've seen on Twitter and Instagram to, like I said, the people that were in the building, that there are opinions that I do respect and value more than some, but it is what it is. We'll see. I always say wait till the footage drop. Always wait till the footage drop, because there's some battles that I could bring up right now that y'all kind of gassed when y'all was like in the building. I remember those. I ain't even gonna say no names and I ain't gonna say the battles, but we do not forget. Y'all made people look like they got smoked and got killed and got. Look at the battle. I'm like, this person actually won. So you gotta be very, very careful with that. But salute. So again, I wasn't in the building, so I'm just getting the in the building feel from other people. I can't wait till these joints drop. I'm hearing they drop September 4th, so we don't have to wait long. And they're going to drop simultaneously, like all together. They're not doing here go a battle. A couple of days later, here goes a battle. Letting them all fly. And I'm for it. So, salute to URL, everybody over there who does a great job. Black Market Media, one of the best with the film, with the footage. So I know it's going to look amazing and sound amazing. The quality is going to be top notch. And get the app, man. I've been app gang since the app existed. Never missed a payment. Never lost. Never missed a payment. So yeah, man, just go ahead and get that. And that's it. I can't really. I'm not going to front to you guys. You're not about to get a full recap off of things that I heard. Like, oh, this person, I ain't see it. you got a little sample of what somebody from in the building thought. We'll see, and we just got to move on, and I'm about to do so right now. And we're back, king of the dot. S1s, man, the S1s here in the North Division. It happened over the weekend, and man, we had some goodies. Quality standout performances, dope back and forths, and I keep saying, man, I feel like this in the West are the strongest divisions right now, and that's not a shocker because I feel like just in all of battle rap, the West and the Midwest in particular, as far as regions, are like the top two. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. Now, it's a phase. It's not something that's going to stay this way. It's a revolving door. By next year, it could be the East and the South. You just never know. But right now, those are the two. Those are the two horses, man. The two horses right now in this race. And it came down to the North today, over the weekend. And man, now first we do have to address something, right? As you've seen on the screen, we had Mav Hoffa versus Dre Dennis, which is actually a battle in the East region. The first time around, Mav couldn't do it, had some real things going on, some situations, so they said, fine, we push the battle back and have it in the North, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like with Stack and Bill Collector, where it was supposed to be in the North, but then something happened, then they moved it to the East. Same thing here, actually just the roles reversed. Supposed to happen in the East, they moved it to the North. Wasn't able to happen again, man. It wasn't. Due to Mav Hoffa announcing he's still like suffering from some symptoms of COVID, like symptoms, I guess. I didn't hear the live when he went live, but that's been the reports, and he's just not at 100, so he had to bow out of the tournament altogether. So I want to say I wish that brother well, some really good health. And again, kind of similar to what I tweeted. Feel bad for Mav. Health is wealth. Hope he gets well. At the same time, I do feel bad for Dre Dennis as well. When you like prepare for someone the first time, then you prepare for them the second time, just to find out there's not going to be a battle at all. So you wasted maybe weeks and months away from your family. Like, he has his own league he has to deal with. I'm sure the calls and things taking valuable time away. So I felt from him too. So who replaces Math in the East? It seemed like Cortez would be the natural successor to that, right? Friends with Math. He's from New York. We saw what he did in the URL tournament. He had some standout performances. If he can do that in every 2 weeks of the way the season is, it's not that fast. It's not that quick of a turnaround. So actually, Cortez could be even better there. So he was a name I threw out. The Saga was a name I threw out. E Hart, C3, E Ness, hell, Henny Man maybe. There's some names out there. King Jables from iBattle. I'm curious to see who they got. If they want to really shoot for the moon. Sirius Jones, Iron Solomon. Who else? And even though Awar is not from the East, I'm just kind of toting the line where you maybe could pass that over. Because, I mean, Bill Collector is from Norristown, PA, but they got him in the North, so they already kind of been in the rules, right? So, those are just many of the options they could go with. You never know, but you heard it here. They probably going to pick one of them names I picked. One of them names I listed, they got him. They got him. I'm pretty sure. All right, so though the North still continued, man. It opened up with LL Cool G versus XQZ. Now Cool G was pulling a back-to-back. The previous day before this battle aired, I was actually with him at another event. We both was traveling. He was traveling here in Michigan to get to this battle. So was I, because we both came from Ohio, where he battled and main evented versus Ill Will in the one-round battle for the rap committee, which is something else I'll get into a little bit later. So he also did. So this is what this brother did. Friday. Was it Saturday? No, Saturday he up early. Face-offs for King of the Dot. Right? Face-offs for King of the Dot Saturday morning. drives from Michigan to Ohio to do a one rounder versus Ill Will. Then after he battles him, he's off Monday, coming back to Michigan to partake in this S1 battle versus XQZ. Then you battle there. Then you off on the road again. The brothers from Milwaukee, one of the hardest working men in battle rap right now. That's just what it is. XQZ, we know, very good angler, very good strategist, and can make you laugh. Witty, can punch when he gets a little more aggressive. It can be dangerous for you. This was a good back and forth battle. I wasn't in the building at the time. I was watching on my phone. It probably hit different in the building. There's definitely a difference in projection and delivery and just like power with their bars, because this Coogee is a barker, right? But the game plan from XQZ was just dope. He had like a game, like one round. He was talking about like all these accolades in your resume not really amount to anything. Like how people don't even know your slogan, and that's funny because he mentioned one of them times where he did the whole kill switch slogan and nobody said anything. And I brought that up when I did a watch night for that same battle. It was against Jay Jeans on iBattle. And I'm like, damn, like you really didn't read the room there, man. Don't nobody know your slogan there. But he brought that up. I thought that was funny. LL Cool J was punching his lights out in certain instances, in certain little pockets. But all in all, it wasn't enough. It was a close-ass battle. From what I saw, I think I gave Cool J the second order. I think I gave Cool J the second, XQZ the first. The third was preference, XQZ. XQZ did this little angle about him being married to a battle rapper. And then Cool J again, more punching, more delivery. A lot of the name flips was dope with Steve and Annette. You know what I'm saying? Like saying the dude's Gov. They gave it to XQZ, man. Went down to the fan vote, I believe. And so that would make Cool J 0-2, some tough battles. And then that would make XQZ 1-1. Because XQZ lost to City. So you keeping up with records. That's what this season is about. It's not a tournament. It's not one and done. I like it. I ain't gonna hold you. I like it. After that, the next matchup, that was pretty good. It was pretty good. You had Times versus Shotty P, two staples in Michigan. Shout out to NBR, Michigan Battle Rap is alive and well. Matter of fact, shout out to the Rosés randomly because they just the GOATs here, like filming the battles that go on in the state. Always got to show them love. You know what I'm saying? Like family. Love them like cook food. But yeah, Shotty P versus Times was a good one. Great back and forth. And it really just ended. I ain't going to hold you, man. Ended as the closest margins. Times won the fan vote 52%. 52%. He got it. And I interviewed both of these gentlemen, and nobody felt robbed. You know, of course, Shotty felt like he won, but he said he even got to look back and watch it like, damn, like, it's like a fraction of, I didn't know Times could angle like that, but he said he only did it because he kind of knows Shotty on a different level. Then he like goes against these random guys that he has no history with. So he was able to get into an angle bag. Shotty was just surgical, particularly in that maybe the first 2 rounds. That first was killer. I just think it was so close. It was razor thin. I could see it going either way, but you know, Shotty is 1-1. He beat Gage first go around, loses the Times 2-0, beat 100-shot Frenchie, and then turns around and beat Shotty. So he's 2-0. I wish I wasn't actually in the building so I can hear what the judges think, because sometimes you can win a battle, but people can still have heavy critiques about you, and that can kind of play a part moving forward. Think about that. Does that sound familiar? Who? Remember when they was heavy critiquing Stacy, Casey J after she 30 someone? You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to hear that. But Times did his numbers, man. He did his numbers. Shotty did his numbers too. It was a good back and forth. I'm just curious because I was in the building and I always want to get a sense of the opposite end. If I'm here, I want to know what it's like in the building. If I'm in the building, I want to know what it's like on cam. So, you guys chime in the comments and let me know. I felt like it was a good back and forth. Times his energy be just on 100, man. Times just be on 100, man. He don't really be playing around. He's pretty serious and intense with this shit, man. He love battle rap, and Shotty just a vet, and he is underrated, man. I'll never forget when people, I don't know, it was a town business card, and he was like, was it Dirtbag Dan was just saying the other person was just winning, like, clearly. Everybody I was watching on Twitter was like, what is he talking about? Like, give Shotty P his flowers, bro. He been out here battling for a long time, man. So it's good to see him show up and show out on the main stage where it counts, all right? Bill Collector versus Gage. So let me preface this by saying RIP to King Leo. Big time loss for the culture. I didn't know he passed away until I was at the event in Cleveland, Ohio. Again, this was Saturday I was there, and Coogee pulled me to the side and told me. I had no clue. So I'm thinking about him. I'm thinking about what he meant to the Shy. And I'm thinking about, like, damn. I know they had to hit the Shy, like the battlers. First and foremost, condolences to his family. So, because I know it hit them worse than any, like, just random person or even somebody who's just a battle rapper who respects him. Condolences to the family first, right? So then you think about the battlers who may have been in close contact with him or who just respects him on a battle rap level or even beyond that, how it affected them. I was thinking about Gage. He battles the next day. And XQZ2, who says RIP King Leo in the beginning of his battle versus, versus, who did he just battle? Coogee versus Coogee. All right, so I was just like, damn, man, how is Gage going to respond to this? And you going against Bill, who dropped like 150 his first go around, perfect score versus Stack Almighty. It was tough, and Bill goes first, and he kind of just sets the tone, not only a tone but a pace. It's like, oh man, I'm about to get in my surf bag, but not NBA because he don't watch college basketball. So if you don't know nothing about college basketball, don't pretend like you do. All right. So it's like college basketball. I remember the North Carolina teams with Roy Williams used to run. Like, even if you score, somebody's getting the basketball and pushing it up to the point guard. The point guard already at half court while you celebrating the shot you just made, and they're putting up numbers. That's the type of pace Bill was rapping at. Like, you could not really have a margin for error going against Bill over the weekend. He was in that type of form. He's been that way since the tournament began. And it was just another showcase for it. And each round he had something that was just like, oh my goodness, that's Bill is rapping, man. Not really too much of that silly shit that y'all claim that's all he does, which is not true. If you watch a plethora of his battles, you see different like variations of what Bill Collector can do. He's actually low-key one of the better anglers. He just angles in a different way. It's just not boring and just what you said. Remember this? It's like telling the story. It's a little more vivid. So he was wilding on Gage, and this is the disappointing thing, man. And this is time and is everything. Gage was really. He had some moment. He said something about the alphabet. Like, I'll smack it. He was bugging in some rounds. Particularly, I want to say the second. Parts of the third too. Parts of the third he was good. But he just couldn't get through his rounds, and then like towards the end he even said like he fucked up by what happened. He couldn't really get through it, man. Like I seen people on the side who was watching with me who was like off to the side when in the crowd was like, damn, he drinking and shit. Like when I come to these events and when I've seen him and he's here and in the Grand Prix, you rarely see him like drinking before the battle and things like that. He's usually pacing going over his rounds. But I don't want to just discredit Bill. Bill was wilding. Gage tried his best to do his thing. Even if he was like all the way perfect, I don't know if it wouldn't have been enough, honestly, if I'm keeping it honest with you, man. Bill was just on one. Now I tweeted out they gave him a 150, but I was just hearing it from, hey Lush, man, you set me up, dog. You said 150 on air, so I thought it was 150, but then I guess 100 bullets gave him a 9 in the round, so it was like 149, which is still pretty damn good, really damn good. But it wasn't a 150, but a 150 and a 149 to start off your season run. Him and Madflex they're on a collision course, man. Collision course. If they keep this up, I don't know who's gonna stop them, but somebody's gonna have to. They're gonna have to withstand that, man. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, shout out to King of the Dot, man. This season shit is dope to me. I told y'all it's gonna get better. People are gonna start taking more chances because they want to make it to the playoffs. So you're gonna see better performances, better writing, better creativity, a little more focus, all that good stuff, man. So salute. Glad I could make it, man. Because, dude, I came to this event second. Saturday, we're going to talk about Rap Committee. I was there in Cleveland. Drove there. Me and my wife went there. Then we went home for like 30, 40 minutes just to talk to the dog, take a shower, put on some different clothes, and then right back out for King of the Dot event, interviews, things like that. That should be uploaded as well on YouTube very soon. So, busy, but didn't want to miss it, man. It's a big event in my area, man. I can't miss it. People was asking where I was. I was shocked by that, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like events like this can't go on without my presence now. Like, I didn't feel like this a couple years ago. I don't think anybody gave a fuck. But, with these type of MCs that I'm very familiar with, that I watch, that I've done recaps and done interviews with, I would feel like it's important for me to be there, even if they disagree. Who cares? I'm still coming. All right. So that's it, man. King of the Dot, salute, and we're gonna move on. And the events keep rolling. Man. The Rap Committee, Armageddon, it did go down. Me and my wife was there. I want to say a salute to Mr. Banks, who have faith in me to come out there and do the event some justice with recaps and things like that. I see people was laughing because I had the banner out there. Yeah, and I just thought it was important to be professional. As you see what the card looks like on your screen, it was headlined by Ill Will versus LL Cool G. And yeah, by all accounts, man, I thought it was a solid event, man. It was a lot of one rounders, which was cool because it was a lot of battles, so I'm not mad at that. I had a good time, man. Team Rose Productions, man, they the best, man. Best to work with too. It was fun. Always getting to see them again. I got my merch. Me and my wife, we had the Rose Production shirts. Felt comfortable. Get you some of that. And so, yeah, it was just all around a good vibe, man. The energy was cool. Ohio, they didn't kill me for wearing Fab 5 shorts in Ohio, which was good. And, I can say only battle on this card that didn't take place was Ty Law versus Sneezy Bo. I believe I heard that Ty was suffering from some sickness, COVID type symptoms as well. I believe so. If that's not the case, I apologize. But I believe that's what I heard from someone in the building. But yeah, it was a good event, man. Money Mitch, Hoodlum Never Told, set it off. Couple of stumbles here and there. The material was hitting though. But, in the one rounder, you got to be clean or it's going to look away. Larry Bull versus TID Glow. That was a clean battle. You had, like, Larry Bull with the energy. TID Glow with, like, the conviction and the punching. And it was good, man. That was one of the better Glow performances I've seen, man. I've seen a couple, man. But he seemed a little more focused, a little more, like, just locked in for this one. he was saying some shit that was shaking the room that had like the vets such as like the saga and your street hymns and Fonz like, oh, like he's going off. You know what I'm saying? So that was good to see, man. And shout out to Fonz who said, oh, you see what happens after someone faces me, right? And I'm like, damn. He did get him, you know what I'm saying? He did. I see what I see. Look at him bragging a little bit. I saw my boy Ref, speaking of that, saw the homie Ref Nelson. He is a real human being, yo. Like, Ref is like actually a human being. I thought it was a hologram this whole time. No, he like in the flesh. He was there. I know. So shout out to him. But yeah, that was a good one. Really good. Glow had some power shots again. Larry Bull, who's a UBL champion in Milwaukee, he showed poise. He showed like being polished as a performer. So that was cool to see as well. Dylan 5 times versus Prophecy, high preference battle. Prophecy had nice wordplay, nice structure with his rounds. It wasn't all over the place, which sometimes these guys can have all over the place rounds, right? Like just everywhere. But Dylon had the bigger shots, but his problem was, and he was visibly upset in the back on stage. He was stumbling heavy. I ain't gonna lie, Prophecy, you watching on, like I felt like I was like Dylon on his way to clearly getting this. It's hard to say clearing 1 round battles, but I felt like he was on his way to a clear one. But when you not clean like that, you leave it up for debate, and that's something he can work on. Because when I've watched Dylan 5 times, who's from Ohio, I don't really see that. So that was kind of new to me that he did that, especially again in a 1 rounder. Got to be cleaner than that. But all in all, loved his material though. Loved his material. Gamble versus Pacemaker was a prime candidate for Battle of the Night. Gamble came out. He came out like Pacemaker said something about his family, and he was like trying to see him in person for real, for real. That was Gamble was talking kind of heavy. I thought, and this was a 1 rounder too, but I thought, damn, somebody might get bodied in a 1 rounder. It's possible. You might get bodied in a 1 rounder. It was looking like that, but Pacemaker, man, that was so resilient, man. I love when people can fight back. Like the rebuttal was cool, but the shots after the rebuttal, and then incorporating, because Fonz was obviously in Gamble's corner and playing, those, with the Fonz angles, using it against Gamble, it worked to perfection, man. So that is a really highly debatable battle. It probably is Battle of the Night still. I don't know. I was there, but I don't know. But shout out to both gentlemen. Gamble, Pacemaker. Keep your eyes out for them, man. Go watch their battles. They still got battles on YouTube. This ain't their first battle. So if you heard about them and thought about watching them and you wasn't sure, watch them now. You got my word. Because they was saying some shit. What was the next battle? Let's see. Yes, J Lopez versus C Steel. J Lopez and C Steel. That was a huge preference battle too. You're talking about pin and like real slick, and you have to follow everything so it can all connect with J Lopez, and then with C Steel, it's performance, a bit of just like showmanship, also ability. Like I feel like he was freestyling a lot in the battle, so it can come across choppy if you're counting it as like, damn, he don't know his material, or he's just taking time to build up because he's freestyling, and when you're freestyling off the top, it's going to naturally take more time than if you had it all written out. So that's interesting. That one's going to really be interesting how y'all judge that one on cam, because they both took two extremely different approaches. But J Lopez was happy with his material. C Still was happy with his material. So that's all you can ask for. If they satisfied with it, let it be what it's going to be. C3 versus the God. C3 was talking to him like this was like for Champion of the Year stakes or some shit. Like I don't know what's her deal, man. Versus good too. I've seen a good 4 or 5 of his battles already, so he know what it is. But I'm just saying, like C3 was rapping like Or are you trying to go on King of the Dot? You trying to be a part of the season? Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you talking like that to people? A little different, man. A little different. Like, I ain't gonna spend too much time on that one. I felt like that was a bit clear to me. No shade. I felt like C3 got that right. Street Hymns and Anubis, lyrical, man. Lyrical warfare right there. Anubis is one of those guys that can lyrically, in certain dimensions, can hang with what Street Hymns does. Street Hymns can go, he's very abstract sometimes in his thought and what he's doing and how he's connecting shit. But Anubis can be that way to a degree, but it's a little more medicine inside the candy, whereas like I'm giving you gems, but you'll be able to digest what I'm saying right there, then and there, as opposed to maybe playback for Street Hymns. It was different. But I like that battle, man. I like that battle. I think the fans will appreciate that more once it drops, as opposed to in the building. Because by this time, it's late. We're talking almost midnight, maybe midnight, right? During that time. So it was different type of energy. But they both put on no stumbles, no real glaring chokes, anything like that. So yeah, man, they came and did what you expect them to do. They're two veterans on this card, so I didn't expect any sloppy type of performances from either one. Although Street is super busy with the King of the Dot shit, I'm sure bullpen to bring him back for something. So he's got a lot going on. So that was impressive. And then the two main events, actually, Ill Will and Coogee went next. They went next, and Coogee said he know what's up when I do this. And Coogee, honestly, I gotta apologize because I was interviewing Street Hymns and Anubis partially when this battle was going on, and top of the first was Coogee round, and I heard reactions which was making me want to wrap up the interviews, but I missed a large part of his rounds. And about the time I got out there, he was like four bars and then off with his slogan and then ending his round. So I didn't get to hear his side. Ill Will's side I heard all of, and Ill Will's one of the ones, man. Like, Ill Will is one of the ones. He just like gave you a little sample of like, I know y'all talking about champion. Don't forget, I'm still top 5 champion of the year. Don't y'all forget that. That's what he showed. Like, oh, it's still me. I am still him. And you gotta appreciate that. Gotta respect that. Good one rounder from Ill Will. I wish I would have seen Coogee's round, but the interviews in between, I didn't know Banks wasn't playing. He was getting them on stage, off stage, on stage with the quickness. So that's what happened with that. And yeah, man, the last battle was King versus the Saga. Now this battle went last, so like Saga said in the interview I had with him, it was a little different as far as like energy from the crowd. They really had to fight a little bit more to win reactions. But all in all, I thought they got love. King is a young gunner from Detroit. Young, humble, super humble. Super humble. Like super. Like I actually wish he popped more shit. It's crazy I'm saying that because people tell me I should pop more shit. And I'm super humble. So it's weird that I'm like putting that type of pressure on someone like, yo, you need to pop more. But no, he really should. He really should, just to keep the energy going in NBR, because there's a lot on his shoulders, I'm sure. But in the interview, Saga gave him every time I asked Saga a question, which was dope. Every time I asked Saga a question, right, he would just somehow transition to it being more about King than him. And I thought that was fire. And that's another battle I didn't see all of due to interviews. But I was there for like a haymaker that King had a haymaker that shook shit. Like something about Los Angeles, Cleveland, like because his name LeBron. Talking about the Heat, then the Cleveland because they were in Cleveland. So it all tied together. It was good. But for the most part, Saga was just very polishing. Doing what Saga does, man, super consistent. And everybody keeps asking, is we going to see him on URLs? Is he going to jump on King of the Dot? Is he going to be on RBE? Who knows? The man got a family. He married now. congrats. I don't know if anybody been telling you congrats, but he's a married man recently, so he can take time off and chill with the fam. But all in all, I would say pretty good, pretty a damn good night, man. Yeah, damn good night. Armageddon, the rap committee, it went down. The people in the venue, the owners at that joint at Captivate was so cool to work with. Very easy going. Like, yeah, sure, no problem. Yeah, you can. Like, didn't have to. Wasn't any no real hassle there, man. It was just all love, man. Midwest cards need more of this type of structure and this type of just, I guess, hospitality. Like, is you know what I'm saying? You always hear about the South being with the hospitality, but the North got some too, and it was on display. It was on full display. And that's it, man. I just want to wrap things up and say again, thanks to E, my man. Follow him, Echo the Light, for the reporter recap for Civil War. I want to say thank you all for paying attention to the show and paying attention to the moves that's being made and sticking with me and sticking with just the people that are close to me, whether it be Nico, whether it be just anyone that you see me out here rocking with. It means a lot to all of us that y'all support. And that's it, man. As always, have a good one. Keep it battle rap. Peace and love. We out.